Hello friends, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. I hope you guys have had a great day. We are in the kitchen tonight, guys, and I know I cook this often. So many people say, well, Amy, you cook the same thing over and over. No, I cook this over and over because it is a family favorite. So if you guys want to be a hero in the kitchen, if you want your own crown, because your family will say, oh my goodness, that is amazing, cook it over and over and over, then you want to check out this easy creamy Parmesan pork chop. Hey Wendy, how are you? Now I use this recipe for pork because we love pork chops in our house. You can use it with chicken, you can use it with turkey cutlets, you can do this with lots of different kinds of meats if you don't love pork chops like we do. Hey Janet, how are you? But I want to show you how to mix this up and get it started. It is a very fast, delicious dinner. Our side dish is another family favorite. It's just roasted green beans. I buy the fresh green beans in the produce section. They're about $2.88, $3 a package. Now, I did use 2 of these tonight because my daughter loves them, and so does my husband, so they fight over any that's on the skillet or in the oven. So I've got my oven on 350. We just put these fresh green beans on my pan with some aluminum foil, or you can use parchment paper. And all we're gonna do, guys, is take some avocado oil, and we're just gonna drizzle some avocado oil. We're fixing to get our hands dirty, so we do want to toss this around. Avocado oil, don't be too shy. You can use olive oil if you'd like to. And then we also are going to use salt and pepper. So just salt and pepper these things down. And you can add more salt and pepper later as they cook. When you taste them, you may want some more. But we're using Redmond's real salt and some pepper. I love some really good fine ground pepper. All right, so I probably will add some more salt and pepper to that later. So we're going to take our hands and just make sure we get this lathered in the oil. I've got my oven on 350, and I cook these for a good 20 minutes. But I like mine really wilted and browned. As roasted, the better. I actually like to get a couple of them a little crunchy. You can cook them a shorter period of time and have them softer, whatever you like. You can test it out, cook it one time for 20 minutes and the next time for 30 minutes. Just test it out until you decide how you like your roasted green beans, but we love them. This is one thing we eat often. So easy. So why take a lot of time making some special fancy dish when you can just put green beans on a pan and roast them? Let me open up this oven so I can get them started. Ugh, okay. That is one thing my family asks for quite often is green beans. So my daughter started asking me early today, what are you doing for dinner tonight? What are you doing for dinner? And I kept telling her I didn't know. Just to make her guess all day. And then she called me on the way when we were leaving work and she said, okay, what is for dinner? I was like, all right, I'll do you some pork chops and green beans. And she was like, yay. So again, if you want to be a hero in the kitchen, make sure you try this out. Brenda says she doesn't like green beans. Well, that's okay, Brenda, because guess what? You can do that same thing with asparagus. You can do the same thing with broccoli. You can do the same thing with cabbage. We do so many roasted vegetables, and they're so good and super easy. Just throw them in the oven. I've got my oven on 350. So, guys, let me know where you're watching from and what your plans are for dinner tonight. I'm just going to kind of check out the comments and see who all's on here. I see Nanette. Hey, Becky. Chantel. Hi, girl. I hope you're liking those flavors so far. Wendy says she's having chicken bacon ranch casserole. Love that. Hey, Patsy. Hey, Steve. I did not hear from you, Steve, so I don't know if you're able to log into your account. I'm here tonight. If you need me, just give me a call. Hey, Vicky. Sherry from Indiana. She's having taco salads. That's one of our favorites at the house, too, is taco salads. We love it. Barbara, Janice. How are my friends? Hey, Linda. How are you? All right, I'm just going to check and see. Mississippi. Hey, Michelle. Let's see. I'm going to see what all you guys are doing. Thank you, Charlene. I appreciate that very much. Liz, first time watching live. Well, hi, Liz. How are you? Most days I come on between, usually 5:45, 6:15, 6:30 sometimes, but I like to get home as fast as I can so I can start dinner and have time to talk to you guys while I'm cooking. We've already got our green beans in. I'm going to let you know what we're doing with those in just a second if you're just jumping on. Rotonda, West Florida. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Is that Effie? I like that. Effie Rodriguez. Is that how you say it? Give me some hearts if it is, Effie. Liz says she loves some green beans. All right, girl. All right, not everybody has to love green beans. There's lots of different vegetables we can have. Michelle likes snap peas. Snap peas are really good. They are a little higher in carbs, but that's okay. I like some snap peas every once in a while myself. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out where you're from, Sherilyn. I'm not good with pronouncing places I've never been to. So is that Saskatoon? That is so cool. Thank you for joining me. Way over there in Canada. That's awesome. Hey, Deborah, the closest I've gotten to Canada is New York. I know that's not Canada, but I would love to come visit one day. Hey, Amanda, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Amanda, guess what? Amanda's having taco salads. I finally, this week, bought some Quest chips because I know you talk about Quest chips all the time, so I was like, I'm going to try some because I rarely snack, but I got some, and I got the taco flavor. Oh, my gosh. They were so good. So I plan to make some taco salads with those chips. I think that would be amazing. I got somebody from Rockport, Indiana. Hi, Betty. Oh, good. Steve got in there. So did you find your shipment? That's what I want to make sure I know. Oh, yes. He's got it done. You go so good, Steve. Kentucky, eggs and bacon. All right, guys. Pork chops on the grill, potato salad. Yum. All right. I'm looking. I just want to make sure you guys don't have any questions. What do you think about water flavorings keto, Michelle? You can do like those little sugar-free drops. I think they're called Milos or something like that. I like plain water. The only flavored water I have is my Keto Nat drinks. I'm weird about water. But I love the Keto Nat flavors, so I drink them every day. But I rarely flavor water. I do have a little vodka lemon cocktail that I like. So I like a lemon water every once in a while. But I don't drink a lot of flavored waters. But anything kind of sugar-free would be fine. Just look at the ingredients to make sure there's no hidden sugars in it. And the only reason that we're so picky about sugars on keto is sugars can increase your cravings. Sugar can kick you out of ketosis if you're trying to get in ketosis. Sugar does not make you feel good. So it's not just, we're not just counting carbs. We really are trying to put things in our body that makes us feel good. So I can promise you, even if you have a 0 carb product, if it's got hidden sugars in it, it's just not going to be the best for you. Not that you can't have it every once in a while, like Coke Zero. I have so many friends who love their Coke Zeros or Sprite Zeros. It's not the end of the world to have those every now and then. I just don't recommend them often, like not twice a day. Just kind of knock them down and drink as much water as you can for best success. Pam's having a keto Wonder Bread shuffle. Yum. Topped with avocado. Woo, Duke's mayo. Man, you speaking to my heart, girlfriend. Saskatoon, thank you. I know I've heard of Saskatoon before. Thank you, Sherilyn. I haven't ever been there. Let's see. Amanda says she likes the ranch best. I haven't tried the ranch ones yet. I do have some at the office, handy in case I need a snack. From England. Oh my gosh, I've never been to England either. I got some awesome friends on here. Pulled pork, that sounds good. Hey Debbie, how are you? I've seen Debbie on here from Nova Scotia. All right, Haley Dove. What are you doing, Haley Dove? You're supposed to be working. Haley's watching me live, but she's supposed to be working, y'all. Hey, Susan. All right, so let me get started with this so I don't have to waste all your time. I just wanted to welcome everybody on. Let me know what you're doing for dinner tonight. It's low carb or keto friendly. I just caught up with my comments. Hello, if you're new to my page, thank you for following me. I hope that you find something easy and fun and encouraging on my page. I am only doing this page for encouraging people to do better. You don't have to be perfect. None of us are. But just to have somebody, oh my goodness, Haley says she's watching from Jackson. How long? Pork chops and green beans. We're going to have them pork chops and green beans. Hey, I just put the green beans in the oven. You better get to work, girl. Haley is my daughter. Okay, so anyway, this page is just here to encourage people to do better. You don't have to strive for perfection. It's very hard to meet perfection, right? That's not a real thing. But you can strive to make better habits and to create a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle. My daughter is 24. She just turned 24, but I like to hang tight with her. We have fun. We get to shop together. We get to hang out together. We get to climb mountains together. That is awesome, right? Not every 43-year-old woman can say that they can do those things with their kids because they just are not in the best health. This is what this page is for, to help you feel better, to help you get better. And there we go with that. So Susan says, well, I had some teeth pulled yesterday, so I'm really not sure she's having anything. Well, Susan, take advantage. If your teeth hurt, have you some water and do some fasting tonight. That's not a bad thing. All right, guys, so let's get this to prepare. This is a creamy Parmesan pork chop. You can do it on pork. You can do it on chicken. You can do it on turkey cutlets, whatever kind of meat you like. I personally love pork at our house. We also love chicken. Let me show you real quick what we got going on in the oven. This is our side dish. It's Haley's favorite side dish. It's just roasted green beans. So simple. Got my oven on 350. We just put the green beans on a baking dish or a baking sheet, and we added some avocado oil and salt and pepper. That's it. When they're done, you can always add more to it. You can do more if you want to, but why not keep it simple? That's how we like to keep our kitchen. It's just a simple place. If you wanted to, you could slice up some onion on it. If you wanted to, you could add some Parmesan cheese when it finishes, but we love it just as it is. Hey Deborah, how are you? I see Linda again. Joan, I hope you guys are having a great day. So let's get this pork chop mixed up. I've got my air fryer open over here. A lot of people ask me what kind of air fryer I have. It is dirty, but it's the Cuisinart TOA60. It probably has an updated, better model because I've had it for a couple of years. I love this thing. I use it all the time. So if you've been thinking about a kitchen gadget that you would actually get some benefit out of, I highly recommend the air fryer. If you get one though, I recommend a one with a larger basket like this because you're fixing to see me stack several pork chops in here. I love this air fryer. I investigated for a while before I decided to buy one. Dang, that looks like you need more green beans. Haley, come on now. That's like two bags of fresh green beans. You can have one bag and then me and your daddy will share. How's that? I'll try to keep him away from your green beans. I don't even know where my husband is. We work together. He did not tell me bye. I have no clue where he's at. His truck was not here. Hopefully he's safe somewhere, but he'll be here in a minute and he'll wonder where in the world his supper is because I've been home. Dana says, what about dry ranch seasoning on green beans? I've never tried that before. It sounds really good. You know what I would do though? I would mix it up with that oil and then, you know what I'd do? I'd mix the dry ranch mix in the avocado oil first, or avocado oil, put a little salt and pepper in there and make a mix, and then pour that over your green beans. That would be good. I've never done that, so that's an awesome idea. Thank you. I think I might have to try that. Okay, creamy pork chops. We need a cup of mayonnaise. You guys know I love this mayonnaise. It's Better Body Foods avocado mayo. I get mine at Walmart. It's not that cheap. So you see this little bitty jar, it's 16 ounces, 15 ounces, not even 16 ounces, it's 15 ounces, and it's nearly $5. So it's not the cheapest thing, but we love it. I can read every ingredient, which I always tell you guys, my advice when you're buying sauces and mixes, just look at it. If you can read the ingredients, it's gotta be better than the stuff that has 15 paragraphs of stuff you can't pronounce. So that's why I like this one personally, and it tastes really, really good. There are more expensive, more keto-friendly ones out there, but I'm good with this one. Let me give me a spoon. All right, we're gonna do I'm not gonna do the mayonnaise first. Actually, I'm gonna do my Parmesan cheese, so I'm using my same measuring cup. We're gonna do a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and this is good for four pieces of meat. So I'm doing pork. Haley, you only get one pork chop. I'm gonna eat one pork chop. We'll give your daddy two. One thing about my house, and I tell you guys this in my grocery haul, I only buy what we eat. I'm not one to buy tons of food that I have to throw away. I get very angry when food's wasted. Haley will tell you that. I hate cleaning out stuff out of my refrigerator. It makes me very angry. I don't like to waste food. There are people who are hungry, and I just hate cooking extra. So I only buy what we're gonna eat. If I only buy 4 chops, we make it work. If there's 4 of us, we're gonna have 1 each. But I do have 4 and 3 people eating tonight. So Chantel says, where do you find that? I get mine at Walmart. So I love the avocado mayo by Better Body Foods. It's really good. So we have a half a cup of Parmesan. We're gonna do a full cup of mayonnaise. And I am a stickler to these ingredients because you really want to taste great. If you put too much or too little of one thing, it definitely changes the flavor. So I'm doing a full cup of mayonnaise and a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now I like the shredded Parmesan for this. If you want to use crushed, I'm sure you can. But I do like the shredded Parmesan. So there are only 4 ingredients in this recipe besides your meat. I do have my pork chops. We've got mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese. Sorry. Yep. All right. We've got some garlic powder. We're going to do a full teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we're going to do a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. If I can get it out. There you go. Salt. And pepper. Haley, you still there? You miss your mama, don't you? We just left work together. All right, let me get my, where did I do my spoon? Here it is. All right, and we're just gonna mix this up. It is a creamy Parmesan garlicky sauce that you can put over your favorite meats. Chantel, I know you're new. She's only been doing keto for a little bit. This is one of my family favorites. Every time I make a grocery list, everybody wants to know what I'm cooking, and they get excited when I say creamy Parmesan pork chops. I got this recipe years ago, and we've been cooking it for a long time. So it wasn't even a keto recipe I found. It's just something that we've been eating for a long time. When I started thinking about keto, I was looking at all the recipes I already had that we like, and so many of them fit the keto lifestyle, which is awesome because keto is the only true diet that I've done that is actually not as limiting as others. So like if you do a low-fat diet, you have to pretty much cut out everything. You're eating the most boring food, bland food. Keto is completely different. The only thing you're really limiting is sugar and carbs, which sounds horrible, but just don't eat bread. There are so many keto breads. Just don't eat real chocolate. Fix your own keto-friendly recipes. I mean, it's really easy because everything tastes so good and you fill up on all the healthy fats. So we just mixed up our topping, and I'm gonna get my pork chops over here. So I'm just gonna put the pork chops over here on my air fryer basket. And it is dirty. I don't judge me. It's dirty. I'm real just like y'all. All right, we're just gonna put our pork chops on the basket. And I love this basket because, guys, look, I've got 4 big pork chops on here. But if I wanted to put 6, I could. And there's plenty of space. That's why I love this air fryer. I use it for mostly our main dishes. I don't cook very many vegetables in it because I have my oven over there. But I do a lot of meats in my air fryer. So you're just gonna put this over the top of your meat. Now this is enough for 4. You don't want to do it super thick, but definitely not super thin. Guys, if you don't have an air fryer, guess what? You can make this in the oven too. It's not as good, I'll be honest, because your air fryer really crisps it up and makes a crust out of it. It's so delicious. But if you do it in the oven, it will not necessarily crisp up, it'll cook good. It'll make a sauce, but you'd have to really cook it until it's really done to get it crispy. The air fryer is just perfect for any kind of crusted meal. That sounds weird, don't it? If you guys have any questions for me, put it in the comments. I'm fixing to come over and see if I can help you with any questions you have related to low carb or keto, or anything about this recipe or anything that you have. I want to make sure I help you guys as we're making our dinner. I've got my air fryer turned on 350, and these are some thick chops, so this will probably cook a good 20-25 minutes because they're thick. Normally I'll buy a thinner chop because I don't want to cook forever. I like to cook fast if you don't know me. Dang it, I got wings on my shirt and just got my food. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in, but look how pretty they are. You just mix up those 3 or 4 ingredients: mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. That's it. All right, we're gonna stick them in. I'm gonna come answer any questions you have. I got it on 350, and I always start mine at 10 minutes. And then I'll check it out and turn it on for another 10 minutes if I need to, or less time. The thing I love about the Cuisinart TOA60 is that it's got everything you need, really. I've got my oven temperature, or timer, I'm sorry. So I got it on 10 minutes. Your temperature, and I generally keep mine on 350, 375. You got air fry, you've got bake, you've got toast, you got broil, you got a warmer. And then you've got a toaster, which I rarely use because we don't toast many things. But I love the Cuisinart TOA60. So I'm fixing to check out and see if you guys have any questions for me. If you don't, guys, this is really it. It's so super easy. Stick your green beans in the oven to roast them. They're absolutely delicious that way, so easy. And the pork chops are amazing. Again, you can put this on top of pork chops, on top of chicken, on top of turkey cutlets, whatever you like to eat. And you will not be sad. Your family's gonna be very happy. When it says, can you use the round air fryer? I don't see why not, Linda. The reason I don't like the round ones is because I usually cook for at least 3 or 4 people. And the round ones, to me, I've never had one, but when I look at them, I look at the reviews, you kind of have to really situate them in there to get very many cooked at the same time. So yours may be small enough that you might have to only do 2, but that's okay. Depending on how many people you're cooking for, it may be perfect. But yes, it doesn't matter what kind of air fryer you have. As long as you have an air fryer, it will crisp up like this. Guys, as I'm looking through the comments to see if you have any questions, I want to make sure everybody knows these are live videos. The reason I do live is because I want to talk to you throughout the video and make sure I'm answering questions you have. A lot of people will send me personal messages of questions, which is great. If I can help you, send them to me. But I don't do a lot of recorded videos because I want to have interaction with you. With that said, this is live. So the only way I can show you the completed meal, unless you just want to sit here and watch me watch the oven, is to make these very long. So what I do every night after I'm done cooking and I have a plated dish, I take a picture of the finished product, and of course I will post the recipes, and if I have any offers of suggested changes, if it's something new that I haven't cooked before, I'll put those with a picture of the plated meal. So keep in mind when you're watching my live videos, You're not gonna see the dish come out of the oven and me say, because I don't want you to be on here that long. I don't want to be on here that long. I want to go play around in the yard while my supper's cooking and we're done talking. Debbie says, do you ever come home from work and just not want to bother cooking? Absolutely, Debbie. I 100% do. And that is a habit that any of us can break. The way I do it, every single Sunday morning, if not Saturday afternoon or Saturday night before I go to bed, I sit down and make a list of what I want to cook this week. Every single week I do this. And I will decide if I'm going to cook on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or if I'm going to cook Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and have date night on Friday and Saturday. But I decide how many nights I'm going to cook. I write down exactly what the menu is. I make a grocery list based on that menu. And that is how I've been successful these 3 years of maintaining my weight. I don't go to work in the morning and then think all day, what am I going to do for dinner? What am I going to do for dinner? I have a menu. Now, I don't know if I'm going to cook it on Monday or Wednesday, but I have a menu and I have everything I need for that menu at home. So it's not a question of am I going to cook, it's which meal I'm going to cook that I based my menu off of. And I always create my menus based on things that we like. So I always rotate what we call favorite dishes, like this one, in my menu for the week. And then I'll look and see if there's something I haven't cooked in a long time or something that looks really good I haven't tried before. That way we shake it up some. But I always am prepared for the week. Otherwise, it's very easy for me, just like anybody else, to be in the afternoon hours and think, man, I'm tired. I don't want to cook. And then you start thinking, I'm going to have to stop at the grocery store. Nobody's going to want to do that. And you're not going to be as successful as if you planned. So not everybody is like me. I hope you're not. I hope you're not like me, because it's easy to decide last minute that you're going to cook, or it's easy to decide last minute that you want to stay keto for the day. Like me and my daughter, we had the struggle. Haley, it was so funny this morning in the car telling me, you're not gonna believe what I did, or this afternoon. She said, I was wanting some sushi so bad. And she's been doing good, guys. She wants some sushi so bad. I don't know if you're still in here, Haley, but it was hysterical. She said, Mama, I wanted that sushi so bad. And I cooked some eggs and some sausage before I left work, before the second shift started that she's working for me right now. And she said, but I really wanted some sushi. So I called Campai, and they said, can you hold please? And she said, I was on there for about 30 seconds. I was like, no, I can't do it. And she hung up. So it's so easy to decide at the end of the day when you're tired or you're sleepy or you think you're hungry to make the wrong choice or to make an off choice. So preparation is always what's best for me, Debbie. I know I'm rambling, guys. I hope I'm helping you guys out. Let's see if there's any other questions. How long do they cook in the oven? If you cook them in the oven, it's the same thing, Becky. I would cook mine on 350. You don't want to cook it too high, because then the insides will cook faster than everything else, or the outsides will cook faster than the insides and it'll end up burning. I would put it on 350 and just watch it. You want to make sure your pork chop is cooked all the way through, and then you can turn the broiler on to kind of crisp the top. I've done it before. I just personally love the air fryer much better. Polly says she's trying this tomorrow night. Polly, let me know that your family loves it after you do it. All right, Melody says we're having brats with peppers and onions. Yum. I hear my dogs barking outside, so I think my husband has come home. He must have stopped to visit his mom. He's good about that. All right, let's see. I can never find your plated dish. I'm so sorry, Myrna. So this is what you'll do. After this video is over, I just told you I'm gonna cook these for about 20-25 minutes, but I always post my dinners every single night. So if you just go to my page instead of the videos, you'll see every single day there are posts on there. It might be a video post. It may be a picture of my beautiful little puppy dogs. It might be my dinner. But I always, every single night, post the dinner. So I'm sorry. If you want me to, I can start posting a picture in the comments, but sometimes these comments get really lengthy, so it's hard to find it that way too. All right, Wendy says, great advice. Planning helps for sure. Absolutely, Wendy. Hey, Melinda, how are you? I see you watching. Let's see. I'm looking just to see if you guys have any other questions, and if you don't, I'm gonna jump off here and play with my puppies, because I only have a few hours at night to do my own thing. Melody says she loves that advice about planning. Karen, always giggling. I know, I can't help it. My aunt says I cackle, and a lot of rude people have told me that I've got a very annoying voice. Well, I'm so sorry. Kathy says regular mayo is a good choice. Or should it be the avocado based? No, Kathy, it's not gonna be the end of the world if you just buy, Hellmann's mayonnaise. This is the thing. This is why I choose the one I choose. I just look at the ingredients to see if I can read them. If I can read them, then I buy it. If I really question, what all's in there, then I'll look for another label that I can actually read. I love Duke's mayonnaise. I think that's the best tasting mayonnaise ever. And I haven't bought any in forever, so I haven't even read the ingredients, but I probably will next time I go to Walmart. But we just love this avocado mayo because it tastes really, really good. Just looking for questions. I think I'm almost down to the bottom. Guys, I hope you have a great night. If I can help you with anything, please send me a message. If I have helped you in any way tonight, please share this video so we can help more people. I love to help people get on track to a better lifestyle. I'm telling you, this is my 4th year. I'm in my 4th year keto. Absolutely love it. I just feel the best I ever have. I haven't lost 70 pounds. No, I lost about 38 pounds and I've been maintaining it for over 2.5 years. So that has to say something, right? I just feel great. And this page was created to help people feel as good as I do. So whether that takes you 5 months or 5 years, you can do it. All this doesn't happen overnight. We create the lifestyles we're in. So we have to be patient with ourselves, patient with our bodies. Come on in, baby boy. Ooh, they're soaking wet. It's nasty outside. Anyway, be patient with yourself and find you some encouraging partners. Not necessarily someone that's going to do keto with you because they may bomb out. They may decide that they don't like the lifestyle. They might not like the food choices or the changes and the sugars that they eat all the time. That doesn't mean you can't, but you need an encouraging partner, someone who's going to say, hey, you're doing great. You're looking great. Look at these pork chops. Yum. They definitely are not done yet. You see the crust is starting to brown. It will look like they're burnt, but they're not burnt. They've only cooked for almost 10 minutes, so we definitely will cook them longer because they're thicker chops. But keep on going with them until your chops are done. All right, guys, have an awesome night. I'm going to get off here and quit rambling. If I can help you, just let me know. Bye. Whoops. Bye.